Jai Narayan students, after completing the chapters, now it's the time when we need to start on with our poetry section. Let's start with the first poetry of our syllabus. The name of the poetry is My Mother at 66 and it is written by Kamla Das. So, students, before moving forward with the explanation of the poem, let's know something about the poet. Kamla Das was born in Malabar, Kerala. She is recognized as one of India's foremost poets. Her works are known for their originality, versatility, and the indigenous flavor of the soil. Kamla Das, she has published many novels and short stories in English as well as in Malayalam under the name Madhavi Kutti. Some of her works in English include the novel Alphabet of Lust, which came out in 1977, a collection of short stories Padmavati the Harlot and other stories, it came out in 1992, in addition to 5 books of poetry. She is a sensitive writer who captures the complex subtleties of human relationship in lyrical idiom. My Mother at 66 is an example of that only. So, Kamla Suraya was born as Kamla in 1934 till 2009, also known by her one-time pen name Madhavi Kutti. And Kamla Das was an Indian English poet and literati besides being a leading Malayalam author from Kerala, India. Her popularity in Kerala is based chiefly on her short stories and autobiographies, while her oeuvre in English, written under the name Kamla Das, is noted for the poem and explicit autobiography. She was also widely read columnist and wrote on diverse topics including women's issues, childcare, and politics, among many others. So, now let me tell you about the poem. So, this poem is a single sentence poem punctuated by commas here and there. The poet was heading for Cochin Airport. Her 66-year-old mother sat beside her. The poet watched her mother's face with a deep sense of shock because the face was greyish pale and had corpse like appearance. In order to keep up appearance, the poet kept smiling to her mother and repeating, "See you soon." But deep within her was sorrow and a sense of loss. Aging is a natural process, we all know, but coming face to face with it, we find it hard to swallow the bitter pill. So, now about the theme of the poem. My Mother at 66, it captures the fear of the narrator of losing her mother due to declining health and loss of energy which accompanies old age. The poet accepts this reality and is disturbed by her mother's need for her on one hand and her own duties and responsibilities on the other hand. This helplessness is poignantly brought out in this poem. The emotions experienced by the poet are essentially universal in nature. The fear of losing a loved one is a theme the reader can identify with. Now, about the message which the poet wants to give. Here, aging is a natural process and it will affect each one of us. The complexity of life is that children are disturbed, they are perturbed by the condition of their parents and wish to be with them. However, they have to leave their parents behind and move on with their own commitments. The question here arises how to strike a balance between looking after the aging parents and attending to our duties and responsibilities. Now, after message, what is the form of the poem? So, this poem is in the form of a narrative of 14 lines. That also it is written as a single sentence, and this is called enjambment. The poem is written in a single sentence punctuated by commas. This highlights the stream of consciousness effect where one thought leads to another. Now, I'd like you all to open your poem. Just for your better understanding, we have divided the whole poem in stanzas, though the poem is not in stanza, but simply for the explanation purpose, here it is being described into 4 stanzas. Okay? So, the first stanza is here in front. Driving from my parents' home to Cochin last Friday morning, I saw my mother beside me, doze, open mouthed, her face ashen like that of a corpse. So here, the poet has gone to her hometown to visit her mother. On Friday morning, she was returning back. She was driving down to the airport at Cochin when the poet turned to her mother. She saw that her mother had dozed off and her mouth was slightly open. Her face was pale and lifeless, just like that of a corpse. Corpse means a dead person. Here, the poet was really pained to see her mother's face, which was an image of aging and decay. She here suddenly realized that old age has crept upon her mother. It was a reality which she found very hard to accept. The poet was very much disturbed and alarmed to see the condition of her mother. So, to change her thought, she did something. Let's move to the second stanza. And realized with pain that she was as old as she looked, but soon put that thought away and looked out at young trees sprinting, the merry children spilling out of their homes. Here, now, just to change her thoughts, she started looking outside the car. There she saw young green trees which were speeding away in the opposite direction. And She also saw a group of children rushing out of their homes to play. Now, both of these were a reminder of the past. The young sprinting trees represented how time has flown by. The children represented youth, which were full of life and energy. Both the young trees and the children presented a sharp contrast to the poet mother sitting beside her. Now, the next stanza. But after the airport's security check, standing a few yards away, I looked again at her, wan, pale as a late winter's moon. So now here, the poet is telling that the young children and trees were able to divert her thoughts away. But once again, after reaching the airport and passing through several security checks, the poet again looked at her mother, who was standing a few yards away from her. Her mother looked lifeless and dull, like a late winter's moon, which cannot be seen clearly. That is because of fog and the mist. So, here the poet is telling that after reaching the airport and getting through the security check, the poetess, who was standing a few yards away from her mother, once again looked at her mother. Her mother looked lifeless and dull, like a late winter's moon. And this late winter moon cannot be seen clearly due to mist and fog. Now, the last stanza. And felt that old familiar ache, my childhood fear. But all I said was, see you soon, Amma. All I did was smile and smile and smile. Here, once again, the poet, she was pained to see her mother in this condition, as she was going away and leaving her mother. Her old familiar pain, her childhood fear that she would lose her mother one day, suddenly came back to her. So she tried to hide that fear behind her smile. She did not want to reveal her fear, her feeling to her old mother, and bade her a farewell with a smile on her face. She gave hope to her mother and herself also by saying that they would meet again, and kept on smiling. So, here we come to know that once again, as she was pained on seeing her mother's deteriorating condition, as she was going away and leaving her mother, her old familiar ache, that was her childhood fear that she would lose her mother one day, suddenly it came alive. But she tried to hide that feeling from her mother and bade her farewell with a broad smile on her face. She gave a great hope to her mother by saying that they would meet very soon. So, the important points of the poem are: the poet was inside a moving car. This was the first point. The second, she was heading from Cochin Airport, and her 66 years old mother, she was sitting beside the poet in the car. The next we come to know was that mother was dozing off. As she was dozing, as she was sleeping, her mouth was open. At that moment, the color of her face was greyish pale, just like that of a dead body. So painfully, the poet realized that her mother had grown very, very old and seemed to be quite near her death. It was a very painful realization, though not new for the poet. In the past also, the poet shuddered of the thought of her mother's death. Mother was her dearest possession. She had always felt closest to her mother. Next, the poet started looking outside from the window just to remove that feeling. Since the car was moving fast, the wayside trees, they seemed to be running. Here, the theory of optical illusion is being used. At one place, she saw boys running out of their homes and going out to play. And when they reached the airport, security, and had to be separated from across the security line, the poet looked at her mother's face, which looked dull and shriveled, having no glow of life like that of the winter's moon. Her childhood fear of losing her mother someday was revived, but she did not let her emotions show on her face. Keeping up appearances, she kept looking at the mother and smiling all the time and kept repeating, "See you soon, Amma." So now, at last, I would like to tell you about the title Justification. Dear students, the title is apt as the poem is about the narrator's realization that time has flown by and old age has crept up on her mother. The poem revolves around the theme of advancing age, the fear associated with it, and loss and separation. So I hope this much is clear to you. Now, the poetic devices which are being used. So, the poetic devices which are being used is first imagery. Imagery is visually descriptive or figurative language that is used to represent action, idea or object in such a way that it appeals to our physical senses. So here in this poem, merry children spilling out of their homes. They are youthful and exuberant. Spring of life. It is contrast to the morbid atmosphere inside the car. Inside the car, the old mother. Mother was quite weak, frail and inactive. The second device is personification. Here, young trees sprinting is used. Simile. Simile here, ashen face. It is compared just like a corpse. The face is compared as late winter's moon. So simile. And children spilling here, metaphor is used. So dear students, I hope you have understood the poem. Still, if you feel any problem, feel free to ask. Thank you.